So this is my day one video evaluation for my site-specific project on Sturchley Baths. So today is the first day that we was told about Sturchley Baths and what we was going to be doing with the project, what the aim was. So we are going to be performing on the 10th of November at Sturchley Baths itself, and we are going to be putting on a performance to the live audience. So we're creating a performance based on the space, which is why it's site specific. Site specific means that we're creating a performance for a specific space. It means that it's showing a response to the building. So usually with site specific projects you will use what the building has. So the layout of it, you will highlight any crevices, I guess. Any hidden pathways would be really good to take your audience down. You know, it's your initial response on how the place makes you feel, and you can create a performance around that and the history of it. So it's a way for your audience to get more history knowledge of the actual specific building. So on day one, we was put into 3 groups of about 4, 5, 6, and I am in a group with Danielle, Lance, Hannah and Tao and Aspen, and we was given the 2 stimuli to create our performance around the actual swimming pool and then the dance hall that it got converted into over the history. So we began with a small brainstorm, and I actually have a little copy of it. So we spoke about using sound effects and how we will use that. So we spoke about repetition, using if we can interview people and actually have the interviews playing over us. By playing aged music around that time. We spoke about the movements that we'd like to use. So we was talking about showing the dynamics in water. So, you know, with a small soft wave, it's very soft, smooth, floaty. However, when you get things like a natural disaster such as a tsunami, it's very harsh, it's very devastating. So it's the same component of water. However, it's different dynamics, it's different emotions from just one thing. So we really played on that. So we really went into detail about it. I'm happy with the stimuli that we got of the swimming pool and dance hall. I believe there is a variety that we can do, because we can really play on the water. And we can really play on obviously the dance hall. However, I don't think we can branch out much more, otherwise the audience wouldn't understand our stimuli. So I think sometimes we may need to bring it back in terms of thinking, are we actually creating our performance based on our stimulus of the Sturchley Baths? So the way that we started was just me thinking in my own little world, and because I'm much more of a movement person, I'm very much into the physical theatre and dance. I came up with a small movement piece, which I believe shows a very smooth, natural small wave. So it kind of looks, we're all performing it in unison, and it kind of gives a feeling of what are they called? Gives a feeling of synchronized swimmers. So we're all in unison. It's very elegant, it's very simple, very calming, I guess. And that's how usually you'd see a swimming pool. You know, there's not much movement to the actual pool other than how the actual person in the pool creates it. So you can literally stand in the water, it will be very natural, it'll be very calm around you. However, if you play on that consistency of the water, you can splash around in it, and you'll make it a lot more fun. So I created a small movement sequence and shown it to the rest of the group, taught it them, and obviously asked for their opinion on it, and they was happy to add that and to begin with that as our starting point. So we just moved on from there. So on this day, Hannah was off. She wasn't in at this point. So we have to fill her in on the next lesson. However, we had messaged her to fill her in on what was already planned.